Today we're going to dive into a simple but honestly really powerful story. It's about finding your strength when you feel like you're just completely overwhelmed. We'll be looking at 3 habits from a wise storyteller that are all about calming an anxious heart.
This question, this is really at the heart of it all, isn't it? It's asked by a young mother in our story. Her name is Rada. But wow, it's a feeling so many of us know, especially if you're a parent, juggling all those worries. How on earth do you focus on the good when the bad feels like it's screaming at you?
So let's set the scene. Our story takes place in a small village where life, it was often pretty hard. And it's here that we meet 2 people, a wise old woman who's known for just being unshakably happy, and Rada, a young mother who is just consumed by worry about her family's future.
Rada's situation was tough. Her husband had gone to the city to find work, but she hadn't heard from him in a while. Her kids were hungry, her fear was growing every day, and she just felt completely powerless. It's that kind of parental anxiety that's just so relatable, that deep gut-wrenching worry for the people you love most.
So when Rada finally goes to the old woman for help, she doesn't get some easy answer or a quick fix. Nope. Instead, the old woman offers her something way more powerful, a simple story. A story designed to completely shift how she was looking at her problems.
The storyteller tells Rada about a poor man who was crying by a river because he felt he had absolutely nothing. But then another wise woman comes along and points out that actually he did have things. He had the river, he had the trees, he had the sun. And this is the core lesson right here. Focusing on what you lack just paralyzes you with sadness. But focusing on what you do have, no matter how small it seems, that's what builds peace and strength. And that right there, that's the real key to the whole thing. There was no external magic that saved the man. The change was completely internal. His life got better because his thinking got better. The power was inside him the entire time.
Okay, so that's a nice story, but how do we actually turn that wisdom into something we can use in our own busy, stressful lives? Well, the storyteller breaks it down into 3 really simple daily habits, and each one is tied to a powerful metaphor from nature.
And here they are, the 3 habits. Greet the sun, find your river, and be the banyan tree. Each one is a small, daily practice that's designed to build on the others, creating this amazing foundation of resilience and hope.
So the first habit is all about setting the tone for your entire day. We're talking before the chaos begins, before you even get out of bed. You greet the day with intention. The old woman's advice was simple. Start the morning not with worry, but with a single, powerful, positive thought.
And this is the exact phrase she taught Rada. It's so simple, right? Today will be a good day. But it's not about ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's about setting an intention. It's a simple way to kind of prime your mind for strength and tell yourself, hey, I can face today with hope.
All right, the second habit is all about active gratitude. Remember the man in the story who learned to see the river and the trees? This practice is about finding your own river, those small, constant sources of good in your life that are so easy to overlook when you're stressed out.
And it's so important to see how simple this can be. Your river doesn't have to be some grand, life-altering thing. It can literally be the warmth of your morning coffee, an unexpected hug from your kid, that one rare moment of 5 minutes of quiet. These are the small anchors of gratitude in the middle of a stormy day. And the third habit? Well, this is really the result of practicing the first 2. You see, the wise old woman in the story always sat under a giant banyan tree, which is this amazing symbol of stability and shelter. This habit is about becoming your own banyan tree, cultivating an inner strength so deep and rooted that you can weather any storm that comes your way.
And here's the thing to remember. This kind of strength doesn't just appear overnight. It's built day by day. Every single time you greet the sun with a hopeful thought, you're planting a root. And every time you find your river in a moment of gratitude, you're growing a branch. It's that consistency that builds the tree.
Now, to make this all a bit more concrete, here are a few simple prompts you could use for an evening journal. Just taking 2 minutes to think about these questions helps solidify the habits, and pretty soon, you'll start to see your own strength growing over time. But here's where it gets really interesting. This inner change, it doesn't just stay inside you. The story shows us that when Rada started practicing these habits, her hope created this incredible ripple effect on everyone around her. After seeing the change in Rada, other villagers started seeking out the storyteller's wisdom.
Her simple advice on positive thinking just started to spread, and it ended up lifting the entire community. Hope, as it turns out, is pretty contagious.
And you can do the same thing. Sharing your strength doesn't have to be some big lecture. It can be as simple as telling a friend about a small win you had, or giving a genuine compliment to another parent who looks like they're having a tough day. These small acts, they spread the roots of the banyan tree.
You know, this really gets to the central message of the storyteller. This isn't about wishful thinking. A positive mindset gives you the strength to solve problems, the resilience to get through hardship, and it creates an openness that can actually attract positive opportunities and connections.
So we'll end with this question for you to take with you. As you go about your day, think about these habits. And maybe, just maybe, find one small good thought, your river, and share it with someone else. You honestly never know whose day you might change.